Fall is officially here and playoff baseball is right around the corner. Welcome into sports. I'm Morgan Feller. The Padres are on the cusp of playing baseball in October, and lucky for them, they control their own destiny. All they need to do is win one game over the next 6. Well, did they get the job done tonight? Let's pull up that scoreboard and find out. That's right. The Padres get the job done. They would win in the bottom of the 11th in walk-off fashion. A single by Freddie Fermin, which drove in Bryce Johnson. The play was set up by a Jose Iglesias sac bunt, moving Johnson to third. With this win, San Diego clinches a spot in the playoffs and inches a little closer to the Dodgers at the top of the NL West. From the diamond to the court, we pivot to volleyball, where the Criminals traveled to Toro territory. Yuma came into this one searching for a win after losing back-to-back games, while Somerton was looking to build on a win against River Valley this past Friday. Let's head to Plaza de Toros Gym, where Somerton hosted the Criminals. They played earlier this year, and Yuma defeated them 2-0. Let's pick this one up in the first set. Toros serving it over to Yuma. We have a nice little rally going on here. There was a lot of good back and forth throughout this matchup. It made it very entertaining to watch, but eventually Yuma's Larissa Franco is able to set up Legend Redmond. Looks like she's going for the spike, but goes for the drop shot there. Next time, she decides to fire this one and gets the kill. She said, you know what? Drop shot didn't work. Let's switch it up a little bit. Later in the set, Toros Danya Yanez serves it over and puts it right where the Criminals aren't for a beautiful serve there. That would go down as an ace. We'll jump to the second set. Toros took the first one as the Criminals are able to handle this one. Got some good back and forth once again. The two teams until Libero Genevicia Guzman bumps it to Lillian Connell for the kill. That was an absolute missile from the Crims outside hitter. A couple points later, Guzman sent it over to the Toros and perfectly places this one, hitting the net and dropping it in for the ace. Moments later after that, Toros serving again. Criminals are able to send it back over where Allison Gonzalez right here is able to set up Alanis Felix, who gets the kill, places that in the back right corner where none of Yuma High was. They would go on to win the second set as well, 25-19, and complete the sweep in 3 sets. Toros get their vengeance against the Criminals, advancing to 5-6, while Yuma falls to 2-4. To the NBA, where one of the best players, if not the best in franchise history, is returning to the Phoenix Suns. Team owner Matt Ishbia announced on Monday that the two-time MVP Steve Nash is rejoining the organization as a senior advisor. Nash spent 8 seasons in Phoenix, becoming the franchise's all-time leader in assists and earning a place in the Suns' Ring of Honor. After his playing days, he most recently coached the Brooklyn Nets from 2020 to 2022. Ishbia says Nash will bring grit, toughness, and a winning mentality as he helps shape the team's future heading into the 2025-26 season. And let's change our attention to the best of the best from the desert Southwest. It's Monday, so you know it's time for those plays of the week. We have the top plays of the week from last week, so without further ado, let's get those highlights going. Let's kick things off at Eagle Field, where Southwest hosted O'Farrell Charter. Here is a quick pass to Joseph Johnston, who makes a nice juke there, shaking the defender out of his boots. Let's take another look at that one. A nice little sidestep there and gets a great gain after Southwest was searching for their first win of the season. We'll get into that later. Number 4, we're staying in the Valley, but head to Holtville. This is Enrique Armas. He's been an absolute machine for these Vikings. Look at him go. Needs to break a couple tackles at the end there. He broke some in the beginning. He would end up scoring 5 touchdowns in a 60-0 rout against Cibola. Number 3, let's stay on the field but move to Yuma County. Antelope Rams make a change. Ozzie Martin switching over to quarterback. Train Figueroa right here making the outstanding catch. He used to be the quarterback. Gets a little stiff arm and a nice gain. The ball got knocked around. Amazing concentration. They would score on this drive but fall 50-19. We continue and pivot to the court for the second best play of the week. Here's some Imperial Valley College volleyball on this dig by Brawley grad Brooke Whittle. Keeps the rally alive, an amazing play, and then an outstanding block by a wall of Desert Warriors. And to the final play, we head back to Eagle Field for the top play of the week. It's scoreless at this point of the game, it's coming to a close. Eagles generating pressure on the quarterback. He throws it up, and it's intercepted by Leonardo Valenzuela. He finds some open space, makes some move, and nothing but green grass in front of him. Had blockers leading the way, and he is going to go all the way. It would be a 95-yard return to seal the deal for Southwest as they break a 22-game skid and get their first win at home since 2021. Man, that was a lot of fun, but for now, that's all the time we have for sports.